Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, so yep, it's Monday. So it is time for some Eurovision news. Gonna talk about some participation confirmations, statements about what's going on currently with countries that are threatening to withdraw in case of Israel's potential participation. We're gonna also talk about some former employees of a broadcaster who are going to urge him to join the boycott. So yeah, I timestamped everything so you can go to whichever news interests you the most. So yep, let's start with this news. Just before I do that though, don't forget to put a little like, subscribe, follow me on social media, Blue Sky, Instagram. Doesn't cost anything and it helps me a lot. Alright, let's start with some positive news. Albania confirmed their participation to Eurovision 2026. There was a little bit of doubt because of their current debts, but they came to an agreement with the EBU that said that they agreed on a payment plan which will see the debts repaid over an extended period of time. So it's nice that the EBU gave them a little bit of leeway to find time to pay their debts and still be able to compete in Eurovision. I really like Albania in Eurovision, and it would have been a shame to not have them anymore. So I hope they'll manage to pay these debts and we can be sure that Albania can take part again, every single year as usual. Another country that confirmed their participation is France. France Télévisions have confirmed that they will take part in Eurovision 2026. As usual, we don't have a lot of news from France. We just have a rumored artist, which is Vianney. But we do not know if it's confirmed. Obviously, he denied, but that does not mean anything when an artist denies that they're participating because they just cannot confirm it. Last year, not last year, this year, 2025, Luan denied that she would represent France in Eurovision. Then she represented France in Eurovision. So maybe he will represent them, maybe he won't. We shall see. The North Macedonian broadcaster MRT has published its work plan for 2026 a few days ago. And on their Eurovision participation, they say, quote, MRT's participation in Eurovision 2026 is a matter for which MRT has not yet made the final decision. The reasons for this are multifaceted. The need for a careful assessment of production and financial possibilities, consideration of the concept for selecting the representative and the performance strategy, as well as the analysis of previous experiences. The editorial board of MRT will consider all these factors and will make the best decision in accordance with the interests of the public service, the cultural promotion of the country, and the expectations of the audience. So I do hope that they're one of the countries that would come back. I just love North Macedonia's entries in this current decade. Like I loved Vasil's 2021 entry. I adored Circles, and before all that I loved Proud. That was such a great jury winner, and yeah, I think it in the perspective that we ban a certain country, which I hope, having more countries come in to join would send a. I know that North Macedonia's participation does not depend on that, but it would still really help. Because lose one country, gain one or two more, but then yeah, we shall see what will happen on the other topic of conversation, which I will talk about very soon in this video. But yeah, North Macedonia, we miss you. Alright, we got some rules from a national final that were published, and also the first, ideas of when we'll get the first potential Eurovision 2026 entries. So Eesti Laul told us that they'll have 12 songs this year. They'll only have a final. The artist will be revealed no later than the 7th of November. So that's in like a month and a half. And the songs will be released no later than the 4th of December. So, yeah, maybe first reaction video of a national final in Only Shade drops in December, except if we get another national final before that. I do expect Monte's song. I have the feeling, this is based on nothing, but I have the feeling that Monte's song might release their songs pretty early, just like for 2025. So yeah, maybe it'll be Eesti Laul, maybe another national final, but anyway, the important thing here is that we will get 12 songs and we'll probably get them in December. Also, yeah, the artist, I'm quite curious who will be there. I hope that Ant can come back from, this year, Tomorrow Never Comes. There are quite a lot. Jakob Toisk would be quite nice if he tries again. Yeah, we shall see. I'm very, very curious. I tend to really, really like ACLL usually. Alright, now we're gonna talk about Germany a little bit. So I will remind you all that there were rumors a few weeks ago that Germany would withdraw if Israel was banned from the Eurovision Song Contest. And now, well, they just commented officially on the debate regarding Israel's Eurovision participation. And SWR commented on the Euro trip on behalf of ARD. SWR will organize the nation's participation in Eurovision. So, they commented, quote, "The Eurovision Song Contest has been a major musical event for decades, connecting people across Europe and beyond through diversity, respect, and openness. Regardless of origin, religion, or beliefs, it is a competition organized by EBU broadcasters, not by governments." We'll come back to that point later. As a member of the EBU, IRD supports the consultation process that has been initiated and the decisions to be made by the EBU. The goal is to reach a well-founded and sustainable agreement that aligns with the values of the EBU. So they're not joining the countries who are saying that they will withdraw if Israel participates, but they're never say, they really don't say that they will withdraw if Israel is banned. So it looks like they'll just follow what the EBU does. That's what I take from this statement. Also, to come back on, it is a competition organized by EBU broadcasters, not by governments. Okay, but this year, we literally had the Israeli government funding a huge ads campaign. Now, there were ads campaign for Malta and other countries, but the only one that was government funded was Israel. So there's already a contradiction there. But this statement, it's a bit like they don't really know what to do, so they're just gonna follow the EBU. That's what I'm taking from it. Maybe you people took it in a different way. Tell me in the comments, what do you think this like actually really means? Do you think it is quite interesting? Like, let's say now the rumors that said they will withdraw if Israel is banned, those were just rumors. There were the same rumors about Italy, and we've got no confirmations from that. So right now we don't have any countries that say that they will withdraw if Israel is banned. Only countries that say that they will withdraw if Israel participates. Staying on Germany, we got information that they're going to organize a national final in late February. I think Stefan Raab is not part of the selection process this time, unlike during the last national final. They revealed the details. There will be no semifinals. Submissions open till 22nd of October, and applying artists shall be professionally active with an existing business environment. So yeah, okay, another German national final. Those are often hit or miss for me. I mean, I tend to like Germany's songs in Eurovision, but their national finals sometimes can be really good, and sometimes it can be, yeah, choices. let's put it that way. Like the national final, that Lord of the Lost one, that was top class. I loved the national final. Their precedent national final where Argentina won was really not a good one. But they managed to get a good entry out of it, so you don't really need a strong national final. You just need to have the right one competitive song in it. Obviously, it's you should have a strong national final, but it's still okay to not have a very good national final if you have a song that can do really well in it. Just one is enough if you pick it. Some news from Portugal here. Apparently, RTP will hold talks with the EBU on the 25th of September about their participation. They have not yet revealed their position on Israel's participation, and they say discussions are ongoing. I'm gonna also talk about the new rules of Festival de Cançao. I did say in a previous video that the winner of the Festival de Cançao will apparently not necessarily have to go to Eurovision. That was the very interesting one because I'm like, okay, so does that mean they're leaving like this door open to be like, okay, we're still doing Festival de Cançao, but we're not going to Eurovision? Or is it just like a Sanremo rule or something? So 16 songs will participate, 8 invited composers, 6 from public submissions, 1 composer invited by last year's winner Napa, and 1 from Prova de Accesso online voting. Submissions open until 30th of October, yeah, or 31st of October. I think it's 31st of October. 2 semifinals and a final. 5 acts qualify from semifinal, 4 from 50-50 jury televote, and 1 from 100% televote. Voting method remains the same as last year. They added online voting next to the phone voting as part of the televote. And about the Prova de Accesso, which gives 1 composer, RTP has invited 2 music schools to nominate 5 students or groups per school to submit a release song. RTP jury picked 5 artists, and public voting will determine which artists will join the lineup. They did reveal the 5 artists that participate in Prova de Accesso is Un Poco de Sol, Dinis Motta, Diogo Catano, Polar Opposites, and Tilde. So maybe one of them will be one of the composers for the Festival da Canção. The online voting is open for Portuguese citizens until the 30th of September, and the winner will have to create a new song for Festival da Canção. So let's see. I really love the Festival da Canção. So I hope it will be pretty strong this year. So I forgot to talk about a national final a bit earlier, but we're going for it now. Ethnikos Telikos is back for Greece this year, 2026. And yeah, we got a different format now. So it will be 28 songs. Oh my, that's gonna be a nightmare for reaction videos. But still, I love I love reacting to songs in national finals. Like the reacting parts will be great. 28 songs, that's great for that. Just to edit the video, that'll be hell. So try to do the best we can here. 2 semifinals that will be 100% televoting, 7 qualifiers per semi. The final will be 50% televoting, 25% international jury, 25% Greek jury. Greece had an amazing result this year with Claudia, who came from the national final. She won it. Maybe they're trying to reproduce that again. I do think their national final was not really strong this year, but had some songs that were potential for Eurovision. Claudia, even though I did not see that result coming, I did not like the staging at all, despite really loving the song. So I had not predicted it anywhere near the top 10. And she got like, what, 6th? I think Evangelia had also a song that could potentially qualify. So yeah, let's see if Greece can keep up with that momentum. So we got a statement from Denmark about what's going on with the withdrawals, the boycott, and all about Eurovision participation. Gustav Lutzow, who is the senior editor of DR Culture, Debate and Music, said about the Danish broadcaster's position, quote, DR supports Eurovision as a cultural event that has brought nations together through music since 1957. It's 1956. Our participation is conditional on there still being a strong international community, security in place, and a political framework around the competition. Our participation is neither a support for nor a protest against individual countries, but rather a desire to maintain communities across borders. In a time marked by unrest and division, it is worth reminding each other of the original purpose of competitions like Eurovision, to create a space where we can meet across differences and disagreements. Eurovision must be preserved as a political community. DR wants to continue to be a part of this, and we have informed the EBU of this. Okay, this is like the most vague statement they could potentially give. Like, from that, I do feel like they're not gonna join the boycotts. But if Israel is banned, will they withdraw? I don't think so. Maybe they are opposed to banning them, but but I don't know. Here, it's very vague. I don't know. People in the comments, tell me what you take from this statement, because I'm a little bit lost. So we'll see what will happen at the next General Assembly, to start of December. And let's see what goes on in the next few weeks, to see if any more countries join with the potential boycott, which countries will be like, okay, we withdraw if Israel participates. But I feel like Denmark will not be one of them. Some news about Poland now. This is not the Polish broadcaster. This is the Minister of Culture, Marta Szynkowska. She said she's expressing her personal opinion, not as a minister, but as a human being. So she does not like have the power to tell TVP, the Polish broadcaster, what to do. But remember, for Spain, it started with the Prime Minister and the Minister of Culture making statements and all. Then we got RTV deciding to withdraw in case Israel participates. So we'll see with Poland. But she says that she believes that Poland should not participate in Eurovision if Israel is involved. And that is just her personal opinion. So I don't know if this really holds any weight, but if it does, maybe we can get Poland on the list. I don't know. Another minister of culture who gave his opinion is Owen Bonici in Malta. He is the Minister of Culture, Lands and Local Government. And he said 2 times that although I completely criticize the actions of the Israeli government, I believe that the window of dialogue should always be open. And he added that culture should be that one safe space where dialogue could always occur. Yeah, so does that mean Malta is not going to join the withdrawals? Probably. But also he's the Minister of Culture. He's not like the head of the Maltese broadcaster, but I don't know, maybe for Malta it works differently. And yeah, he has, well, according to him, Malta will not boycott if Israel participates. So yeah, we shall see what happens with that. So in Norway now, 11 former employees of NRK, the Norwegian broadcasters, sent a letter to the broadcaster urging them to boycott the Eurovision Song Contest 2026 in case of an Israeli participation. To which NRK reacted, and Camilla Bjorn, who's director at NRK's content division, and Charlo Halvorsen, who's editor for entertainment and fiction, explained the 3 key reasons why NRK will not withdraw if Israel participates in the Eurovision 2026. So They say, quote, NRK wants us in the EBU to take a concrete position on whether the Israeli broadcasters' participation in Eurovision damages the competition's reputation. Another key concern we have concerns vulnerabilities in the voting system. It is known that Israel has actively tried to influence the voting results through campaigns and actions. This challenges the credibility of the competition itself. NRK believes that the EBU must change the voting system so that it is more difficult to manipulate. The third main track in NRK's work on this case concerns the security situation for both the many participants and for NRK's and the other broadcasters' employees in the arena during the final itself. We believe that a democratic process among the members of the EBU will yield better results and to a greater extent safeguard the independence of public broadcasters and the dissemination of news. We believe in using the democratic tools of what is a rule-governed member organization rather than NRK pursuing an independent foreign policy that undermines the credibility of our news coverage. NRK is therefore actively working to ensure that the EBU takes our concerns and those of many others seriously. Yeah, what do we take from this statement? So they do think that the EBU must change the voting system because they know that Israel tried to influence, manipulate the voting, and well, they still will not boycott the Eurovision Song Contest 2026 because it goes against the credibility of their news coverage. But we do feel that they are not fully maybe in favor of Israel's participation. So yeah, we got some vague statements this week. Not like last week where we got, Spain, Ireland, and before that the Netherlands. It was the Netherlands, and before the Netherlands was Ireland, and before that was Slovenia and all. And I'll say here I'm Belgian Moroccan. Belgium participates in Eurovision, and RTBF said that they were going to wait for December for the decision of the EBU. I don't think that's the right choice. It sounds like a reasonable choice, but I do think that more broadcasters should put pressure on the EBU. Like, okay, if Israel participates, the contest is going to die. So, if there are any Belgian people watching this video, send me a message on, send me a mail. There's my mail in the informations of the channel that you'll find. Send me a message on Blue Sky or on Instagram. The links are in the description below. I'm gonna try to write a mail or a letter to the RTBF, and I'd like to be as many Belgian Eurofans as possible with me on that, to try to urge them to put more pressure on the EBU to join Slovenia, Ireland, the Netherlands, and Spain in saying that we will withdraw if Israel participates. It's the contest's existence is at stake right now, so they gotta make something happen. I will recommend to all of you to go watch the video from, I think, Stuart McLean, who he just published a few days ago, about why Eurovision is dying and what caused all of it, and also ESC Gabe's video about why Israel should be banned. There's also ESC Tom, who did a very, very good news video recently, so go check these videos if your decision is still not made yet. And yeah, let's all, I mean, it does not depend on us, but we can try to help save this contest as we currently know it. So yeah, thanks a lot for checking out this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please pull a like, subscribe, follow me on social media, Blue Sky Instagram. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.